And yet with farmers' unions deciding whether... Oh, hang on, phone call. Hello? Cut. Hello? Fucking piece of fucking shit! I'm sick to death of you! Shit! I've cracked it. I've cracked the screen. They need to stop making these things out of glass. Oh, people have a go at millennials all the time for relying on their phone too much. I'm just as bad. If this thing doesn't work, I can't do my job properly. Everything's on this. My emails, my schedule, maps. If this thing's go, I don't even know where I am. And I know it's not the phone's fault, it's the signal, which is ridiculous, right? There is enough airspace for there to be decent signal everywhere from all networks. Spectrum, they call it, spectrum. So it sounds like a gynecological implement. The airspace, the spectrum, mainly full of porn. All these invisible tits and balls flying around, all competing for space. And the space for the tits and balls isn't being used properly. In a culture that values information so highly, how this spectrum is used and divvied out affects almost everything we do. And if your access to it is restricted, you are culturally and economically disadvantaged. And yet, what's the government doing? Selling all the airspace off. Of course it is. Yet another thing they're selling off so they can do up another royal palace, probably. Because that's what they do, the Tories, isn't it? They just sell shit off. It's like a fetish. You know, Royal Mail, British Gas, forests, the nation's health, and now the air. And most of the airspace is just bought up by the big companies. BT own 45% of it, I think, and they don't use all of it. It's just to stop other companies getting a fair share. It's more valuable for them to buy it and not use it than a competitor having it. There is a campaign to make sure no one owns more than 30% of it. That would help. Not owning more than 30% of the spectrum, that would make things better. If the spectrum is divvied out fairly, then they'll use it all and compete, which means you'll have better service, better internet, better signal, and I won't be smashing 2 phones a month. Oh, first world problems, really, isn't it? I wanted to take a picture of my lunch and share it on Facebook, but I couldn't. But, you know, the transfer of mobile data is at the heart of everything we do. You know, getting around, shopping, dating, finding somewhere nice to eat, finding someone nice to fuck, fucking chasing little weird Japanese monsters around the place, and occasionally having a phone call. Having the internet on my phone, it's a utility. It's like gas or electricity. It's massive. And I think we should have a say in how it works. And in this particular instance, I think the more companies and the more competition, the better. Basically, I just want a fucking signal. Are you listening to any of this? Hello? I'm going to call you. Fucking come on, you piece of shit!